What are we doing?
So I told you we were gonna do a challenge today.
Mm-hmm.
I lied. We're gonna do an interview.
Oh,
What's up,
gosh.
nerds? Spontaneous interview that Will didn't know about. By the way, go ahead and introduce yourself to my YouTube channel.
Hi, my name is Will Sneed. You can find me on Instagram under Shattered Swords and Crowns Disc Golf. I know it's a long name, but we can get into that eventually.
Yeah. Just tell us a little bit about yourself. Basically, like, did you always grow up here in Georgia? What's your family like? What's your social security number? No, but just like what's kind of your story of like how did you get to disc golf? I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. So I haven't always grown up in Georgia. I was born up in the Richmond, Virginia area. I moved down to Texas when I was 6 years old. Moved back to Virginia when I was 12, and then moved down here when I was 15. Ever since then, I guess, holy cow, it's been almost 6 years. I've been living down here. I moved to the Decula area so I could go to high school here, where I played high school baseball my sophomore through senior year. And after that, I didn't really have anything else to do because I didn't go to school for baseball specifically. So I started playing disc golf because it was a way that I could still be competitive, be outside, and being kind of enjoying competition, if you will.
Yeah.
Whether that was just with myself or with other people, especially you, and growing in learning how to throw something other than a baseball.
Hey, I like it. Which, by the way, y'all will see he has a killer forehand. So if you're wondering why, it's because of that baseball.
Yes, for sure. It translates well. All you baseball people out there, pick up a frisbee.
Yeah, I guess we'll flip heads or tails, just let it be. I'll let you call it.
Okay.
Oh, that is bad. We're both kind of taking the morning to do some filming for his page, but also some announcements I have coming up on Instagram and YouTube. So stay tuned for that one.
This is my first real time like filming things professionally. So we'll see how it goes. We're on this journey together.
Hold. A little pulled. It's fighting back though.
It's fantastic for the straight pin. Ow!
Put a little ante on it. Alright.
A little early.
Oh, get around the corner.
Alright, we both suck.
Yeah. This is also from DGA. A little Hellfire action. Most comparable to a PD from Discmania, in my not so professional opinion.
Oh, that's looking good.
Yeah.
Skip. Whee! New to the bag, the Z Flex Thrasher.
Push. Ow.
So my two drives, and then Will's first drive is somewhere over there.
It's back there.
But then the second drive is pretty close.
Consistency.
Yeah, hitting trees. These guys, little camera set up right there. Basket's right there. Are you serious right now?
Come on!
Dude, I just got that. That was so good. That's no. Welcome to YouTube, guys, where anything is possible. Alrighty, hole 3. Second
three.
question. You ready?
I guess so.
So, when it came to disc golf, what drove or what piqued your interest in disc golf? How did you get into it? And what was your first disc? Just as a fun bonus question for number 2.
So, my very first experience with disc golf was when we first lived in Texas. I was, how old was I? Like 9 or 10. We went out with some of my parents' friends to, I think it was Cat's Hollow out in Cedar Point. All my Texas people. Shout out. Anyway, so that's kind of where I was first introduced to disc golf. However, my first like true obsession with disc golf started here at Little Mulberry Park when we moved 5 minutes down the road, and we were just like, oh, there's a disc golf course. So 2020 happened. I started playing in 2019, but then 2020 happened. That's when I really kind of ramped up, especially during the summer. And I just kind of fell in love with it. I like watching things fly. That's part of the reason why I love baseball. And getting to throw frisbees or discs super far, it's enjoyable for me. As far as my first disc, what was it? It was
I hope it's a 13 speed.
It was not. It was a DX Innova Cobra.
A Cobra?
A Cobra.
I don't think I've ever heard of that one.
So
Is that what the Sidewinder is now?
No, it was an older mid-range.
Okay.
I think it was kind of similar to a Shark, except instead of having a rounder edge, it was more like concave.
Oh,
So
interesting.
yeah, I was able to forehand it somehow. I don't know.
I mean, you know what Big Jerm says, if you want to be on Pro Tour, you got at least forehand mid-range 350 feet.
Yep, that's true.
By the way, Big Jerm on MVP and his first win.
Oh, dude, it's going to be a fun season.
I'm super excited for this season.
Yes, absolutely. We're playing the Blues out here today. Hole 3 is 230 feet downhill. I apologize for the road noise. But yeah, it's pretty much down this area, and then you hook it to the left and it's right there. I'm insane, so I throw zone OS.
That's not insane. Oh, come on, please. It's always that last tree. New one to my bag that has actually made into my competition bag is the Money Shot by Lucky Disc. It's a 4.3. Says it's a 1.3, but it flies more like a negative 1.3, I would say.
Yeah.
It has a good amount of flip up, but insane amount of bite back.
Swing.
Oh, kicked right.
That was bad roots.
Bad roots.
That's so bad.
Not really. You were on target.
That's the main goal, right?
Always and forever. Oh. You know what? I'm dealing with an injury, so I'll take that, even if it was looking good.
Yeah, his finger turned into a smurf, so we're gonna give him that one.
It's gotten a little better now, but it's
Yeah.
still not looking the best.
No, but I think you should at least show them your finger so they can realize what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's a smurf.
Smurf. you know how they say put a ring on it? Well, I put a Band-Aid on mine.
Hole 8, you know what that means. It's time for another question with William Sneed. I'm sorry, I used your full name. I'm not supposed to. With your journey with disc golf, you said that this hole had a tremendous part in your game and how you wanted to grow as a player. So on top of that, what was that push, I guess, with this hole, and what challenges have you faced and tried to overcome while trying to grow your disc golf game?
For sure. So as you can see behind me, we have hole 8 at Little Mulberry, which is a par 4 that kind of does a left to right S-turn. So for me, coming from a baseball background, every single shot that I had was a flex forehand.
Okay.
I was chopping over on something that was super overstable, just letting it fight out and come back. This hole shapes up for it very, very easily. And so this was one of the first holes that I felt that I could play confidently in my lower skill level.
Okay.
Now, as I've grown as a player, I realize it's a par 4. I don't have to get there in one shot. And being able to dissect a par 4 or a par 5 into landing zones rather than just blast as far off the tee as you can, that's led to me being able to shoot lower scores out at much more difficult courses, and just kind of become a better player overall.
All right. I like that. That's
Yeah.
actually kind of cool. Yeah, that's gonna be the next question, by the way. So heads up for that, Will.
Oh boy, I get to think. I'm gonna throw the flex forehand because I just talked about it. Because I feel like it would be a disservice if I didn't.
I wanted it.
And see, that, folks, is why you don't throw the flex forehand. Because even though it came out of my hand really well, it still ended up way off the right of the fairway.
Nope.
The smart shot, just throw the Luna. Except for when you early release it.
That is my gap, sir.
It's down there, it's on the left side. It's not great.
We're gonna be trying to hit my gap with the Thrasher. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to hit it. I'm just being honest.
Yeah. Well, you son of a biscuit. Okay. Wow.
Will is being nice to me and letting me take the Thrasher. So come here, Salt. You were good, but not today. I did give him the option if he wants to take whichever one is better, so.
I'm taking the Luna.
Yep. Where's it at?
Front left, I think.
All right, yeah, okay, I see. Yeah, it's right in front of that skinny tree right there.
Actually, it's right here off the right.
All right, not terrible.
Which, okay. Considering you hit the 4th tree off the fairway, come on, man.
Yep, and here's Will's drive.
So in complete honesty, I thought this was a lot worse than it actually is.
I mean, it's still good.
It's still very good, yeah. That's bad.
Wait. Oh, that tree's down now.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So yeah, it's that tree right there. Good shot at least. Oh, player B. Nope, not player B.
Thank you, putting practice. We're halfway through the round now, and halfway through our questions. So, I present to you a little halftime gift.
Oh gosh.
Pick your poison. Do you want the cream soda or you want to try the new one?
I'm gonna try the new one if that's okay.
Heck yeah. Cheers.
Cheers to 2025.
Well,
Fruity.
yeah. That's what I said. I was like, it's not bad
Yeah.
at first. And then as you kind of get used to it, you're like, okay,
Mhm.
this actually slaps.
Yeah, I will say, it'll get into my top 3, beating out strawberries and cream. So,
Ooh,
I-
interesting.
I gotta say,
That's a hot take.
but I will say, OG is number 1, cream soda is number 2, and then this, after just first sips, will make it to my number 3.
Recently, I think it was back in December, back on the last question, you were talking about how playing that hole and figuring out landing zones and getting your game used to, you don't have to always push towards the basket, helping you score lower at other courses. In December, you played your first A-tier tournament, right?
Mhm.
Down in Florida, playing the chess.com Open for, I think that's what it was?
Amateur invitational, but yes.
Yes, and you shot solo second place,
I
which
did.
that's amazing. So tell us a little bit about that experience and how kind of playing here or anywhere here in Georgia translated to an A-tier tournament, getting solo second like that. Like, what was your mindset throughout that?
For sure. So, for those of you who don't know, the chess.com Amateur Invitational played at 2 courses at Olympus DGC, built by Paul Macbeth, Dylan Cease, and now managed by Nick Carl and Kevin Kiefer. And then we also played at the Quarry, which is another kind of more open style course in Brooksville, Florida. So I was able to go down in December and play there. And I was really nervous, not gonna lie. I've played a B tier and I did not do great. I shot plus 25 up in Dalton at Edwards Park and West Side. That was not great. I took a 12 on a par 5. So
I remember you texting our little group chat about that. I was just feeling defeated about that one.
Yeah.
That was a rough tournament.
So going into it, I was already a little bit kind of hesitating on like, okay, don't go in with any expectations. Just go out there, have fun, experience Florida disc golf. Because I had never played disc golf in Florida. I've played it out of state, but yeah. So Olympus, if y'all go watch Jomez Pro, the chess.com coverage, you get to see exactly the course that we played. We played specifically the FPO layout Sunday, but that's besides the point. It's still the same course. It's ruthless. But I will say, this course, Little Mulberry specifically, with the wooded lines and the more open shots, they get you used to hitting a gap. Heritage Pines in between Georgia is also a big prominent of that. You hit a gap and then you figure it out from there. That's really what my game plan was at Olympus the entire time. Hit the first gap and then go from there. So I ended up shooting 16 down across 2.5 rounds. The third round got canceled because of some weather. It was a little frustrating, but
you got hit with the Florida special, basically.
We did, but being able to shoot 5 down at Olympus day 1 and then 11 down at the Quarry on the same day was really special for me. I was able to take down second place at an A tier. I was able to kind of get my name out there a little bit with some Florida folks. So it's awesome. Shout out William Palm. Dude's a beast. He actually took down first place there. He's great. He's an awesome dude. He's young. He's still in high school. So he's a beast. He's gonna be tearing it up soon. But we were able to connect rounds 2 and 3, and we called it the Will Special because we were leading the tournament. We were tied for first after rounds 1 and 2, so we called it the Will Special. So it was a lot of fun. I can't wait to keep competing and get out there into some bigger tournaments and hopefully take down my first win.
I'm so happy you got to have that experience.
Yeah.
You got your name out there, and your game has improved just even from last year, because we have a little trifecta with me, him, and a good buddy of ours, Derek. We actually have bag tags, which I'll show off that in a little bit. And just, I feel like all of our games from the past year to probably this year have improved quite a bit. Derek, he's sponsored by Lone Star.
Yep.
He's just consistent all around. And anytime he's under pressure, he just turns it on. And it's like, he doesn't want to lose to anybody.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a good, healthy competition that's kind of prepared us for any tournament that we've overcome so far.
For sure. And for those of you who are watching this now, find you a group of people who maybe play a little bit better than you. Figure out how to have that competition so that you're being pushed to play up to a next level, rather than playing with people who maybe aren't as good as you, and you have to kind of sit back rather than try and keep pushing yourself. That's why I'm really thankful for Derek and Caleb. Caleb specifically, he's tracked me down so many times on this course, where I might start out at 2 or 3 under, but then by hole 9, hole 10, he's right there back on me. So get you a good group of people who you can play with and just have good competition.
Dilly dilly to that.
Dilly dilly.
Now the question is, to forehand or to backhand?
I didn't turn it enough.
Oh no. That thing's just got tremendous amount of glide though.
It goes so far, dude. I didn't give it enough spin. Threw the nose up too.
Okay. It's always a forehand. If you're playing tournaments, be safe with a forehand.
Slipped out. So
You good?
bad. Roll out. Oh, yankers. Right back. Come on. Where? Yes.
Holy moly, okay.
Fantastic.
Let's go. I feel good.
All right.
Oh no. Why can't you do that off the drive? That is crushed in the wrong direction.
Oh yeah, I forgot it's on to the left.
Yeah. But it's okay. That came out clean.
Yeah, that had really good fight to it.
Come on.
That's the crash.
Oh, kind of safe.
Kinda. It's gonna be a pitch out, but I should be able to save par.
There. Oh, come back. I think you're on the edge. So Will's did not go on the edge. Mine went deep in here. If it was right there, I'd be fine, but it's off to the left, so we'll see what we can make do with this.
Come on. Push. Push. Okay, it's in the ditch. We got through. That's all that matters.
It's down there.
I think that was good.
Yeah, off a putt.
Heck yeah.
Works every time.
No need for player feet. 3 for 3.
All right, hole 16. So we're on question number 5.
Mm-hmm.
So we've talked about a little about yourself, how you got into disc golf, the journey, and your recent tournament. So now, what has been? This is going to be probably a big either shout out or diss on certain companies. What has been your favorite disc to throw so far in your years of playing, and what has been your least favorite disc, and what are your reasons?
So, I can confidently say that my least favorite disc that I've ever put my hands on is Casaplast Berg. I just don't like it.
No.
It doesn't feel good in my hand. The thumb track or whatever kind of thing, reverse dome or whatever they're calling it, is just, it feels weird, and I ended up grip locking it every time that I tried to throw it. A lot of people love it. Great for them. Not for me. Close second though, Discraft Buzz. We won't get into that one. Favorite disc. Okay, so that's actually changed a lot over the years.
That's fair.
It for a long time, really long time, and you'll probably know the answer to this one. It was the Dynamic Discs Raider. I jammed with that disc for so long. It was my big bomber. I could throw it on backhand and forehand. I was just really jamming with it. It just kind of fizzled out for me a little bit. Now, it's a tough question.
Yeah, with your current bag line.
With my current bag lineup, it's a little bit different because I'm still trying to figure things out. But I'll give you my top 2. How's that?
Yeah, that works.
Kind of right there at each other, kind of fighting back and forth a little bit, is the DGA Aftershock.
Oh, okay.
And the DGA Avalanche. But yeah, so I've really enjoyed the Aftershock. It's straight mid with a little bit of fade at the end, so it's very reliable. I can throw it on turnovers, it's just gonna pan. I can throw it on hyzers and it's just gonna fight. So it's a very dependable disc. The Avalanche, I can just do everything with it. I can throw it on pushy backhands, I can throw it on pushy forehands, I can get it to skip, I can get it to spike. It's a great disc. Fold. That's the thing you gotta worry about on this hole.
Yep.
Get off of it.
Nope. All right, redos?
Yep.
Yay.
So this is what I was just talking about. This is an Aftershock. It's a first flight Aftershock, so it's a little bit older. Shout out to Mitch Phillips for giving me this. Really appreciate it, buddy. I threw the exact same line.
My guy. All right.
Consistency.
We're gonna try passion. Low.
It's still a good ways up there.
Yeah.
Oh boy, we gotta go find some disc. There's one right there. You're really gonna like that.
Oh, way. I did not grip my finger right.
I'm gonna try that one more time.
That's what I wanted.
Bink. Whew.
Shot.
Right in front of it. Oh well. Ah, it was just a little short.
Nope.
Same issue. Right in front of it. Last hole. And last question, Will. It's been fun. Thanks
Absolutely.
for joining us on this random interview day.
Yeah, thanks for having me on the channel. I appreciate it.
Heck yeah. So, Grand Slam, final question I got for you. What are your goals for disc golf in 2025? And what do you want us to expect from you to try and help you push towards those goals?
For sure. So by the end of the year, I'd love to be 950 plus rated. I'm currently 926 and trending in the right direction.
Heck yeah.
So I also have a plan to play at least 2 to 3 tournaments a quarter. So kind of that plays out into 1 or 2 tournaments per month. So if I can do that, then playing consistently in a competitive standpoint, then hopefully I'll be able to reach both of my goals.
Heck yeah, dude. Well, we can't wait to see you out there. We're excited to see what the future holds for you. All right, well, hole 18, our basket's over there to the right, so let's try and get an ace here.
Let's get it. Stay up. Nice shot. Attaboy. You know, I was silly.
What? It's an avalanche.
It's always an avalanche.
Way to my fighter.
But a good shot nonetheless.
That was still darn good. All right. Thank y'all so much for watching. Hopefully you can support Will in his journey as he tries to hit his goals. And also, if you want to support me, just make sure to follow along my journey as we're getting into content creation. And if you want to be part of the interview stories that I do here in Georgia, reach out to me over YouTube comments, my Instagram. I think I have a business email. Reach out there. We'll try to get something set up. But until then, we'll see you on the next one. You wanna end it out with a bang?
3, 2, 1.
There we go. We'll see y'all later.
Peace.
Lex Thrasher, which has just been thrashing the bag. No, that we're cutting that.
Yes, please.
You. That was also William Sneed. Let's go. I'm sorry. All right. Well, with that, since we talked about top threes, it's time to hit question number 4. I have no idea why top threes mentioned question 4, but you know what? That's how my mind thinks. So, I'm trying not to make you a public enemy to the eye, you know what I mean.
Yes, for sure.
I knew about the avalanche. I'm a little shocked about the aftershock. That was an accident.
Anyway,